start by leaning back on your hands for a moment and take the left heel, cross it underneath you, so almost like you're going to cross your legs like you normally would. From there, take the right leg, cross it over the left, and you want to try to stack the knees. So make sure you're not sitting on that left heel. Both hips should be down, and you should be able to just kind of settle into the floor pretty easily. So this can be very difficult, especially if the hips are really tight. You're going to feel it immediately in the top knee. So if it's uncomfortable, if you feel it in the joints and it doesn't feel quite right, you can back it off a little bit. I wouldn't recommend pushing it. If that's very uncomfortable and you can't modify it to where it's comfortable, you can work something that's cross-legged. Otherwise, if you're at this point and it still feels okay, make sure that the hips are down and just gently draw the belly in. So phase one of this would be to keep the hands out at the sides, reaching with the chest, start to walk the hands forward. So you're looking for some sensation in the outer top hip. You may feel it in the bottom hip as well, but you're probably going to feel it more intensely in the top one. So just try to relax. Both knees should be heavy down toward the floor, away from the chest. If the knees aren't close together, I don't want you to walk forward. If the knees are further apart, keep the hands back and work on rolling the pelvis toward the front. So from here, if the hands are out and this still feels pretty easy, pretty accessible, walk the hands back in and you can add on one more phase. Taking the right arm straight up overhead, bend the elbow. From here, if this is still okay, take the left hand behind you and hook the fingers behind the back. So the fingers are hooked between the shoulder blades. You're rolling the right elbow away from the ear, and the left elbow is rolling in toward the middle of the body and away from the chest. So you should be able to sit up really tall at this point. From here, if you can still hold this comfortably, you can start to lean the chest forward. Make sure that you're not rounding through the upper back. You want to maintain that space in the chest. Just looking straight down the nose. And you can hold this for as long as you like. If you need to take the hands down, if the shoulders bother you, you don't need to hold it for very long. And when you're ready, just inhale, walk the hands back in. You can lean back on the palms again. Uncross the legs, cross them comfortably. And make sure you do the same thing on the other side. And that's Cowface Pose.